excited to be here right now. Great day, but we got a lot of news to get to, so let's get into it right now. For the latest news and notes from around the league, we welcome in our own NFL Network insider, Ian Rappaport. Good morning, Ian. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, not Kay?
Good job. Good catch early in the morning there, Ian. All right, so as our own Kim Jones first reported, you're off on a roll now. Giants receiver Odell Beckham Jr. will be at the team's facility today as they begin voluntary offseason workouts. So what does this mean right now for the contract negotiations going on between both sides?
It feels like a little bit of a peace offering here from Odell Beckham. He's not staying away like he did last year, not forcing us to debate about why he's not at OTAs or whether or not he's going to be at minicamp and where things stand between Odell Beckham and the organization. He's going to show up, which does not mean that he's going to be on the field for OTAs or minicamp at all. From what I understand, everything I've reported remains the same. He's not going to be on the field participating in football until he has a new contract. But at least he's going to show up there, work out with his teammates. Remember, the first 2 weeks of this is really just lifting weights, which is what guys have been doing on their own anyway. And he's going to have the opportunity to have some non-football but personal discussions with maybe new head coach Pat Shermer, with maybe general manager Dave Gettleman, just to figure out where he stands. So at the very least, it leaves things kind of in a fine, not contentious place between Beckham and the Giants, who are still unlikely to trade him, but still would do so if an offer blew them away.
Okay, so the Odell watch, it continues. How about this? The Browns, they hold the 1st and 4th overall picks. Obviously, you know that at this month's draft. But how big will this week be for them as they try to make a decision right now on who to select?
It's a key evaluation week for the Browns. Starting today, by the way, when they have their local pro day. And for a lot of teams, it's not that big of a deal. But for the Browns, they have Ohio State in their backyard. Some of the top prospects are expected to be on their field today working out. That's a good sign for them. And then they have a couple of the top quarterbacks in this week as well. They have Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen. He comes in on Thursday. And then Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson. He comes in on Friday. And that, for the Browns, will really complete their process of bringing in the top quarterbacks into their building. And then really they're going to get about 2 weeks or so to sit back, really look at the names, parse the tape, and figure out who they want to take number one, or if they do take a position player, maybe Saquon Barkley number one, which quarterback are they going to take number 4?
A lot of decisions need to be made coming up. Ian, you're on it today. We're going to talk to you a little bit later in the show. But we got to go to another guy right now. He's got all the news all the time. Will Selva in the NFL newsroom in L.A. Will, what's up?
Will? What's up, Colleen? How are the bagels? How are the pizza? It's not like L.A. over here, right?
No, I got a slice last night. It was delicious.
Okay, all right. It's usually like, oh, you don't got good pizza here. You don't got good bagels here. So I'm glad you're happy. You're there. And you're there with the fellas. But we do have some news to get to here. The future of wide receiver Dez Bryant in Dallas remains an ongoing off-season storyline. The last we heard of it, owner Jerry Jones stated his desire to meet with Bryant last week. Well, there hasn't been any reported indications that a meeting indeed took place between both sides in the desired time frame. Now, head coach Jason Garrett didn't even know when asked about it at the Cowboys Taste of the NFL event. Garrett says he hasn't met with Bryant, but reiterated that he is on the football team, and moves to shore up the receiving corps this season were designed to create competition. It's expected that the Cowboys will state their desire to lower his salary cap number of $16.5 million. Now, sticking with the Cowboys, offensive tackle Tyron Smith says he's feeling great and is in the best shape of his life. Just what Garrett and quarterback Dak Prescott wanted to hear. Back and other ailments causing Smith to miss 3 games last season. The Titans are going to their backup plan on the defensive line with Ndamukong Suh now in Los Angeles. Tennessee agreeing to terms with former Eagles and Chiefs defensive tackle Benny Logan. According to our guy Ian, who you just heard from, Logan will sign a 1-year, $4 million deal. Logan can make up to $5 million with incentives. And new Bears head coach Matt Nagy looks at Mitchell Trubisky. He looks at him like a sculptor looks at clay. He can't wait to mold him. Nagy says he's going to use everything he learned from Alex Smith in Kansas City to help Trubisky out. Nagy says Smith and Trubisky are both completely driven, competitive, and hate to lose. Obviously, what else he's going to say? Mitchell Trubisky was on the show last week and said this offense was built for him, and he's going to see a lot of quick throws coming from him to all his new weapons at his disposal.
Yeah, and Mitchell Trubisky was also on to wish Kay a happy birthday, and I saw that you sang in Polish. That was very impressive, Will. I didn't know that about
just
you.
Just a little bit that I could contribute. That's all.
You're
just
always surprising me, Will. We'll talk to you again a little later.
Yep.
All right, coming up next, yes, it's a new year. So which coach is leading a team with the biggest